So like, what made you want to initially get into fighting? Have you always been into it, or you just thought, let me go down for
not
gym?
really. When I first started, I just kind of fell in love with it. Even from the first session, I thought, this is like proper sick and I want to do it as much as I can.
Yeah. So what's your family like about it? Obviously, I know your brother obviously fights as well. Is your family a bit like worried about you getting into fighting, or was you just up for it? Like,
I mean, it's not the typical Asian thing to do. I mean, like, I'm coming from a Punjabi background. The stereotype is to be, I don't know, a doctor, maybe some kind of accountant, a dentist, somewhat like academic, and you know, education's pushed a lot really, and I'm kind of doing the exact opposite.
Obviously, I spoke to you before about you doing media stuff. Like, how did you get into that as well as obviously doing fighting?
Just as an amateur, you know, you don't get paid as an amateur fighter, and to fund myself when I was an amateur, I'd do that just to keep me in the gym. Like, to be fair, everything I've done, money-wise and like for a living, it's always just to kind of keep me in the gym. The best stuff happens to me when I'm in the gym, really, and like the best opportunities so far in my life have come from the gym, or even just a random person which I've met at the gym. It's kind of like a unique place where a lot of people from a lot of walks of life come to MMA gyms, really.
Your style is very unique to you. You just seem like you're relaxed and flowing. Is that taught, or is you? Is that you, would you say?
I would say, yeah. I mean, it's a style which I've built on for years. I'm talking about 12, 13 years of doing this. So like, maybe I started off with a bit of a Thai background, and then I added boxing, and I've kind of blended them together, where it's like boxing with elbows and the kicks are still there. And yeah, I mean, you're saying it's a bit of a unique style, man. I'm a rangy fighter, and I use all my attributes to the best of my ability. I believe I do anyway. I'd like to think I do.
Your favourite like MMA fighters or like role model?
I'd probably say my favourite fighter of all time has to be Anderson Silva, just because when I started, even me and my brother would watch Anderson's fight.
What would you say your favourite thing is about like training with Paws?
I would say, off the top of my head, I would say his concepts on striking are really good, and I like the way he breaks it down. Even just working with him, how it does stem from punching from your hip and using your body to the best of its ability.
Yeah, so I've been a big fan of Kiru since Sahota before I was his coach. I used to help him out at his previous gym, and himself and his brother, and I was delighted when they made the move over to Manchester top team in lockdown, and just flourished since then. Really been on the road a little bit, took a couple of fights in Italy. I had like such an entertaining style and such a great walkout, an entertainer from start to finish, with the steel drums that they bring from the Punjab into the cage, and like real all action in there, like a diminutive style and big long reach, and so entertaining, elbows, knees and sprawls, and elbows, knees and sprawls, and all action, and like seriously one of my favourite people to corner and one of my favourite people to coach, because he's enterprising, he works hard, and he's got such a great style. 10-2 as a professional. Now he's signed to Octagon, got like some big opportunities coming, and then at the end of that, even bigger opportunities, a big contract, perhaps some opportunities to fight for the title. So I'm a firm believer that after a big amateur career and really a long apprenticeship in the sport, that this year 2024 and every year after, it'll be Kiru Sahota's year, and really putting Punjab and Huddersfield on the map at the same time.